Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the paint bucket tool, how you can use the orbit tool. Then when I click at this tool button, you can see that there are a variety of commands or tools in here at this drop down list. Then we shall put our main focus on the follow me tool, then also the Protractor tool, right? But we are going to begin with the paint bucket tool. It's just right over here, right? Before you click on it, make sure that you have selected a material over here. So to select a material, you come at the default tray, then under materials, click at this drop down arrow over here. You can see that there are a variety of sets of materials over here. All right, so it's upon you to select which kind of material that you want to put on the surfaces of this rectangular solid. So in this moment, I'd selected colors named, but I'd selected the yellow color. All right, so it's what I'm going to use to apply a material on these surfaces of this solid. All right, with the paint bucket tool already selected, I'll simply click at these surfaces like that. So you just need to click, and the material that you've selected from the default tray will be automatically applied on the surface that you click to. So I'll use the orbit tool to orbit around such that I can paint also these surfaces that I haven't painted. Then I'll orbit around it, then I'll paint this surface just beneath. All right, so that's how you use the paint bucket tool and the orbit tool. All right, so next we are going to put our major focus on the follow me tool. So I'll click at this arrow key to cancel out the orbit tool. Then next I'll click at this tool button, then we shall use the follow me tool. But before we click on it, we have to come up with a path and also a profile. So the reason as to why we need a path, it will be used by the profile we are going to create to come up with a solid figure around that path. All right, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll use the line tool, then I'll click, then stretch out my cursor up to that point. Then I'll also draw another line in this direction but parallel to the red axis. Then still I'll draw another line but parallel to the green axis. Then you can see that at this point SketchUp is telling me that I can draw another line, but it's going to be connected automatically to the other point that I started with. All right, so when I click at this point, I just connect up those 2 points like that. So you see that I've created a rectangle over here. So I'll click at this arrow command to cancel out, then I'll click inside here, then I'll simply delete out this field like that. So next I'm going to come up with a profile. I'll still use the line tool. I'll come up with a simple profile over here. So when you're done with drawing that profile, you simply select it, then click at the move tool, click at this lower point, then transfer this profile to this other point of this path that you have created. All right, click at the arrow key to cancel out the move tool, then select this path. But when you're selecting it, make sure that you then select the profile. All right, so with our path selected, we shall click at this tool button, then click at this follow me tool, then just click at this profile that you have just created. So here is where the magic happens. So this is how you use the follow me tool. It simply creates a 3D solid around the path that you have selected. All right, so that's how you use the follow me tool. So next I'm going to show you how you can use the Protractor tool. So for the Protractor tool, I'll click at this drop down arrow, I'll click at this rotated rectangle, then next I'll put in 3000 millimeters. Then I'll draw a rectangle in the vertical axis. All right, so you notice that this is what we have. Click at this arrow command to cancel out that command. Then next I'll click at this tool button, then I'll select the Protractor tool. It's just below the temp measure tool. So you select it, then place your cursor at this lower point, click, then stretch out your cursor at this second lower point, click. Then you notice that once you click at this point, a guideline is being generated by SketchUp. Alright, simply determine the angle at which you're going to rotate this guideline. Alright, so I'll put in 30. So generally SketchUp is trying to tell you that you can use this guideline at this angle of 30 to create or modify this figure over here. Alright, so once I click at this arrow key or arrow command to cancel out, simply click at the line tool, then click at this point. So stretch out your cursor in line with the guideline, alright, up to that point. So you notice that I've separated this part from this part using the line tool, following the guideline that I've just generated. Alright, let me show you what I've been talking about. So once I click at this upper face, you notice that this lower face is not selected. Alright, so this is the major importance of you using the Protractor tool, just in case you want to bisect surfaces at an angle. Alright, you simply use the Protractor tool. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'll use the erase tool, then I'll simply erase out this lower surface. So I'll also do away with the guideline since I no longer need it. Right, so this is how you use the Protractor tool. So this is it for this video. If you've really found something of helpful and it has added value to you, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and also you can share this kind of content to friends and relatives that you feel like they need of this kind of content. So if you find that there is anything that I've left out and I've not talked about in this video concerning these 4 tools that I've shared to you, please let me know in the comment section.